now. It's kind of like any other exercise that we did so far. The only difference is, to make it easier for you guys, I show you guys the steps, because some of them it's not just one step. For example, this one, you have this triangle here, but I want you guys to get to this shape. So as you can see, first of all, you have to offset it. Do you know the distance that you have to offset? No, I didn't mention it anywhere. So how can you get it? Remember, you can measure it from the screen. So I start offset O spacebar. Keep in mind, you have to measure from one point to perpendicular. See, this is the real distance. Do not grab this distance. This is not the real distance, okay? You grab any point and go perpendicular, or if you want to turn on your F8, so you make sure you grab the right point. So now I have the distance, then I go here and I offset this one like that. The next thing that I want to do, I want you guys to use mirror. Okay, to get something like that, you have to use mirror. MI spacebar. You select the object. When you are done with selection, press spacebar. So here, where I want to place the mirror, I should place somewhere in the middle of this shape. How can I find the center? Remember, because it's a polygon, it has a center. So I move my hand. When I find the center, I select it. Then make sure your ortho is on. Then you can see I just move my hand and just click anywhere. When the ortho is on, it would be straight for sure. I don't want to delete it, so I press spacebar. Now the only tricky part is you have to kind of remember which one you have to trim. So I start TR spacebar. So to select them, I can select them like that. I can select them like this. Doesn't matter as long as you select all of them. So now they are all selected. When my selection is done, I press spacebar. Then I just click and remove these two. So see, when I click this one, I keep this one and I delete this one. I don't know, you can just look at the image, or you can just keep in mind, when you delete this one, you keep the other one and you delete the opposite one. So see, it's good. Then when I delete this one, I have to keep this one. I would delete this one. When I delete this one, I would delete this one, and I would delete this one. So see, I know it could be a little confusing, so look at the image or just find a way that you delete the correct one. After you've done this one actually it's pretty simple. It's just trim, open a crossing, select both of them, and you just get rid of these small pieces. And here you go. Oh, I missed one. So I just start trim again, select that one, and get rid of this one. Oh my gosh. Here you go. Now I'm done really. So the next thing here, I gave you the distance. It's 1 foot. So what you have to do, O spacebar. What's the distance? 12 inch or 1 foot. Select the object, show the direction. Select the object. This is line. It's not a rectangle, so you have to repeat it a few times. When you are done, you just type TR spacebar. You know what, I can select the cutting edge like that. When I select all of them, it's fine. Or maybe even if you press spacebar, it would do. So when you select your cutting edge, remember, press spacebar. Oh my gosh, I pressed it by mistake again. Yeah, you select your cutting edge, press spacebar, or right click on your mouse. Then you go ahead and delete these extra pieces. So the next one, how can I get to something like this? So I have to use extend, and let me see, if I select this as my destination, then I accept it. Here you go, I select, and keep in mind, when you are using extend, I undo this one because I want to show you something. When you use extend, Okay, when I select both of them and I accept it, the one that would be extended depends on where you put your cursor. If I want this one, I put my cursor here. If I want to go to the other direction, so it depends according to the center of this shape, where you place your cursor, AutoCAD extend that one. In this case, doesn't matter because I want to extend it on both sides. So this one is good, this one is good. Now when I get here, I have problem. They are not in front of each other. There is no intersection. How can I fix that problem? Remember, I start extend again. I select, for example, this and this as my, destination. Accept it. See, we have one option, edge. So when I select edge, it gives me option to extend. It means that even if they are not in front of each other, if I go with extend, AutoCAD would continue it to that point for me. Okay, so see, because this line was selected, AutoCAD just extended once to there. I have to click again. The same thing with this one, because this is my destination. When I click here, AutoCAD bring it once to this line, then I have to click again to finish it. So I have everything, I just have to open this opening. So I start trim, select this. See, it's the easiest way, it's window. If I go with crossing, it would select everything. In this case, it doesn't matter actually, because it would work either way. See, even if you go with crossing, the important part is you select these two for sure. So I select those as my cutting edge. See, trim, accept it, select your cutting edge, accept your cutting edge, remove these two. When you are done, a space bar. So this is pretty simple. You just use extend, select it, and then how can I extend all of them? You can use, with the fence, or maybe even window would work, but I guess the reason that I put this one, I would like you guys to use fence. So see, if I go with fence, you can just draw fence, and when you are done, press space and it's done. The same thing with this one. I want you guys to trim this line outside of the circle, trim, a space bar. Select the cutting edge, a space bar to accept it. Then the easiest way is going with fence. With fence, what happened? Trim my cutting edge, accept it, go with the fence, and then see when you click, oops, I missed this one. Okay, so my fence was really bad. So when you are done, you press a space bar, and then this one, so it's extend, EX space bar, select them. And how can I do this? I guess, okay, yeah, I have to do it like that. Or see, because I select all of them, so I have to do it several times. If I go extend and I just select this one as my extension destination, a space bar, with one shot I can do it. But anyway, it's not that much different. So I can do it, like that, or extend, press a space bar to select everything as your destination. Okay, and you have to click a few times, or select that one as your destination, press a space bar, and in one shot you will get it. This is my destination, a space bar, that's it. Stop the command, start the command, select the destination, accept the destination, stop the command, start the command. See, I'm not typing anything, I'm not doing anything, I just press a space bar. AutoCAD repeat the command for me. So when I'm here, I have to use trim. Again, probably the easiest way is selecting everything and just go ahead and get rid of the extra pieces. So when I'm done, I press spacebar. So this one, I'm telling you guys that I want you guys to offset this one 4 inch, then delete the top part. So how many times doesn't matter, as long as you go all the way kind of to the end. And I gave you guys some suggestion here how you can do it easily. For example, if you use offset and multiple and trim and fence, it would go faster. Honestly, you don't need fence here, you can open window. So let's do it. I use offset, and what was the distance? 4. So to show you guys it would work even if I measure. See, it says offset a specified distance. My default distance is 1 foot. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, if I, instead of typing, if I measure from here to here, so now I would have 4 inch. So as I mentioned, sometimes it's easier if you measure. So as soon as I select my object, I can go grab the multiple, put my hand here, and just keep clicking. This is the fastest way with using, offset. We have other command that we can do this faster, but we know just offset now. So again, if I stop here, I'm missing 1. That's why I suggest always add 1 more, okay, and then delete it. Okay, add 2 more. So then start trim. This is my cutting edge. I accept it. So I ask you guys to use fence, but honestly, here even with 1 window or crossing, you can do it. Okay, there is no need to do the fence. But if you want to practice fence, you can do it. So then this one, I want you guys to extend the first line to the first line, second line to the second line, and something like that. So how can we do that? Extend. So let's start with the last one. I select this one, accept the selection. Because my extend is on, remember by default AutoCAD do not continue to the line that is not in front of it. But because I changed the setting to extend, now I can do it. So I stop the command, start the command. I select the second one, accept it, and use this one. Stop the command, start the command. You just select one at the time. Oops. Stop, start. So this is a good practice for you guys to see there is no need to type the command. When you press the space bar, AutoCAD repeat the previous command for you guys. So I'm done. I press the space bar, and this one I want you guys to cut the rest of these lines and just keep the area between the first and last line. How can I do that? Trim, select the 2 first, the 2 last one, press spacebar, and here you go. Again, because I changed the default, I can cut anything even when it's extended.